Hi, Bruno the Barber, Tony Ritchie, United States, California, San Bernardino County. Anyway, I'm looking at Bandhub here, and I'm on my profile, and I have like a lot of items on my list, right? So if I click my list, I can go and take a look at my list, and I have to go through and figure out because I have so many that there's some collabs that have probably been completed that I forgot to take off my list. There might be collabs completed that I never got to that people closed. And then I have to scroll down to kind of dig through there and use the browser to find it. I wanted to kind of make a program that would somehow extrapolate the data, give me a quick short list. Okay, so you can see it's still loading. It takes a while. So I'm going to let the my list finish, and I wrote a program. This is what I wanted to provide to other folks if you want to use it. Okay, so it's just a spreadsheet with it's macro based. So if you can follow the instructions from the spreadsheet, you probably don't even need. Look at this, it's even page not responsive. That's crazy. So I'll just press it again. So finally it's loading. So there's a lot of stuff. You see how cumbersome it gets, and I don't have to scroll down through this. It finds, just whatever. I need an easier way to kind of see what I've got going on here. So here's the spreadsheet. Basically, you open it up. If it asks you to enable macros, do so. Just a tip for people that if you don't want to be bugged all day long about macros, you can enable them all the time. Just go to Excel options here from the drop down, and then go to Trusted Center settings, and then go to macro settings, and you can just enable them or whatever. By default, they're disabled, and you might be prompted to turn them on. If you don't want to be nagged, just enable all of them and off you go. Just be careful what you open, okay? So all you do, open the spreadsheet and follow the instructions. I'm just going to do what I would do. Here we go. Click it.
What is your Bandhub alias?
It's going to ask me my Bandhub alias. I'll do other fun stuff with that later. But I'm just putting that in. Hit OK.
Okay, Bruno the Barber. Go to Bandhub right now and click on My List. When the list completely loads, press Ctrl+A to select all of the data. Next, press Ctrl+C to copy all of the selected data from the Bandhub My List screen. Then return here and press the OK button.
So basically, the spreadsheet's telling me what I need to do. And if you didn't hear it all, it gives you the instructions right here what you need to do. All we're going to do is make sure go to Bandhub, hit the My List button, make sure all the collabs list. It's not working or still scrolling down or whatever it has to do to get the entire list loaded. Once you're on the My List, you need to select all the data. You hit Control-A on the keyboard to do that, to select all the data. Everything will highlight. And then you hit Control-C to copy that information into your clipboard. And that's all you're going to do on the Bandhub side. So I'm on the Bandhub side. I'm looking at My List. There's 200 items here. 201 it said. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to Control-A. You see how it highlighted all the data? Okay. Now that I don't care everything has to be highlighted, not just this list below. I'm talking about this Explore Collabs, everything. There's just Control-A, then Control-C. That's copied into the clipboard. Now, when you go back to the spreadsheet, basically what I just did is what it's explaining to you, whether it told you verbally or you can read it here. After you Control-A and Control-C your My List, just hit OK, and this is going to tell you it's going to go through a process. It'll take about a minute. So give me a second. I'll get my dog while it's doing this, but it's not that long. Depends how many collabs you have that are on your list. Here we go. Ready? OK?
Please wait, fellow Bandhubber Bruno the Barber.
Okay, it's going to go through and it's going to do all this dirty work. Come here, Casso. We're going to have Casso here watching the process too. Because Casso looks like the wolf man, and he's going to help me, right? Right, Pichacho? Okay. So it's going through, and it's going to get all the titles. It's going to even mark the ones that are completed. It's not 100% perfect on the
Bruno
titles.
Barber, you have a total of 201 collaborations on your Bandhub My List. Now performing additional formatting.
So it told me
Please
I have
wait a bit
200.
longer.
It told me I have 101. Now you can see it's doing a little bit of work. These macros take a little longer because the page setups and macros are terrible. They're slow. So we'll let it finish. So all I'm getting at is this. You have a spreadsheet, you hit a button. It tells you what to do. Go to Bandhub. On your My List screen, hit Control-A, Control-C. Come back here.
That's all, folks. Check it out, Bruno the Barber.
Come back over here. And basically you've got your collab list. But you have it in a way where you have the in the same order, and it numbers them. It tells you have 201, and it tells you there's 10 that are currently marked completed. So it marks the ones that are completed right over here, etc. Now, most of the time, you see this. Some of the titles might have a collabor in the left of them if they are someone that is not a pro account. So if I go, so you can see the titles here, but you'll see this one here. It says Castrum, Blood 45. The title's Blood 45. And I'm not like, this is not like the most perfect thing. I haven't really debugged it as much, but this thing's ready to print too. If you hit print format, it's already kind of in an order where, you know, it's already formatted to print. You don't have to worry about selecting stuff like that. But see this Blood 45? They put Castrum in the front. I'll go back over here and I'll search for Blood 45. And I'll show you why Castrum is there. Okay. If a collab, this is not easy to do, you know, to make that list out of this big mess. But if the collabs are on, the last video on the right-hand corner, if there's one on the right-hand corner, and it's not a pro account, because I have no delimiter, there's no way to tell, they'll be prefixed in front of the title. I don't know. I'm sure that this Nina Kiss will also be in front of the status quo. And if you come down here and you'll see other collabs where there's no bottom right corner video, then you'll be fine. If there's a pro member in the bottom right corner, like this one, you see it says Estrella on Greyheart. Watch one, because she has a star there, I'm able to delimit it and just give you Greyheart. Unfortunately, it's not perfect, but you see Greyheart does not have her on there on the front because she's a star. She has a star account. I haven't got that far, but good enough for me now to go through. These are all my quick. I can just look how quick I can go through all 201 to see what's going on. So this is just really down and dirty. I'm going to go ahead and make the spreadsheet available for anybody that might want to screw around with it. But yeah, it might come in handy for someone. And if the help, there's actually embedded help in here. Let me give you the help, okay? Here's what my help does.
Help. I need somebody. Help. Not just anybody.
See? That's my help. All right. So that's me signing off in Pichacho. What do you think of that? Good? No. Okay. Got it. Take care, guys.